Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today's video is going to be part 2 of subscribers draw my makeup. It has taken me a little bit longer to get around to doing this than I would have hoped for. I actually tried to do this look already and I did a terrible job and I really wasn't happy with it, and I just really wanted to do justice to the original drawing, so I thought we would start again. Today's look was submitted by Dawn. She has sent in a graphic eyeshadow look, and you guys know I am a sucker for graphic eyeshadow and eyeliner. As you can see, I have already got my foundation and my brows on, and as always, everything that I've used is listed down below if you guys want to check it out. There are some affiliate links in the description box, but all of them are clearly marked. You don't have to use them, but if you do use them, it will help to support the channel. So I'm just going to go and prime my eyes with my P. Louise base, and I will be right back so that we can jump into this look. Alright, my eyes are primed and ready to go, and for today's look, I am going to be using, never fits into this screen, the Beauty Bay Bright Matte Palette, as well as a couple of pigments, I think. I think the first thing I'm going to do actually is draw the shape that I want on my eye, outline it out. You could take any sort of light coloured eyeliner for this. I'm going to use this one from Beauty Bay. What is this called? Blue Skies. I think a white would probably be best, but I don't have one at the moment. It's just to give me the outline for the shape so that I don't take the eyeshadow too high. Because where people live, there is always love. That looks about right, doesn't it? Next thing I'm going to do is just set my brow bone in place just so that it's done. I've taken the shade Nothing Else from the palette, and the brush I'm using is a Morphe M330. Could have gone for something lighter. It is a little bit darker than my base, but I literally just want to set that in place so that I haven't got something creamy on top that's going to cause everything to move. Okay, so for the lid now, I really want to go for that neon psychedelic, I think is the only word that I can think of. I don't actually know what it is, but it's that sort of 60s, very psychedelic effect. I think the person who started the trend was Makeup Lois. I think she's normally the person who's tagged. The most popular example of it is the heart brow bone that was really popular last year. I got involved in that one at the time. It was very hard. I didn't film it, and then it came back this year and there were new versions of it, so that's what we're gonna go for. I'm not gonna do hearts though. I feel like it's gonna look really cool on the eyelid with the graphic liner. So I'm gonna start off with this brush. It's supposed to be a lip brush, I think. I have never used it for that, and I have taken the shade Oasis, and all I'm gonna do is literally just pop a dot on the eyelid, just like that. Keeping the eyes symmetrical at this point is the hardest part, and when I tried this a couple of weeks ago, I did not succeed. I'm going to take another small brush. This is like a very small flat brush, and this time I'm going to go into Slice of Lime, and I'm going to be going around that first shade, and I'm mostly just patting that on. It does get difficult on the eyelid because the eyelid does move. I don't know why I decided I would do this, but I decided I would do this. Just gonna go back in with the first brush again. It's hard to explain, like you kind of want to blend it, but not too much. You still want to see the distinct colours. You're not going for something very blended. Just kind of softened out. Sometimes I do wish I was one of those people who literally just post an eye shot to their Instagram and I never did any full faces, because it would just save me so much time. Okay, and then for my next shade, I'm gonna go into some loose neon pigments. I'm gonna take a blue one and a green one. These ones are from OhMyGlitter. Now I'm not too sure what's happened to the brand, if they have completely shut down or they're just rebranding or something, because I think their social media is completely gone. But if you go to their website, I think it says that I will be back. I mean, when it comes to neon pigments, they kind of all do the same thing. So you can get one from any brand, it doesn't really matter too much. I'm just going to take another small flat brush and I'm going to go into the blue, and literally all we're going to do is carry on popping that colour on in circles around the previous one. I don't know if using loose pigments when I've done my foundation first is a particularly good idea. It's done now. And then I'm just going to go back with some of the previous shade again, just to soften it up. There is always And then for the next colour, literally same again, and this time it's the neon green. And I mean, from this point onwards, it's a little bit like when you apply gems, it's the same thing over and over again. Maybe this isn't the most interesting look to film. I'm just making sure to take it all the way up to that line I drew on with the liner earlier. And then you just take your first colour again and literally just repeat. There is so much fallout on my desk right now, but you know what? I would rather the fallout be on my desk than in my foundation, because one of them is easier to clean than the other. So now, as I'm getting into the wing, I'm following my little guidelines, and it's just going to get narrower and narrower. Memories keep me together. I definitely need a smaller brush than this one to get right into that wing. Let me switch to a little angled brush. Alright, that is all done. So the next thing I'm going to do is close those loose pigment pots, because the last thing I need is to get that on my floor as well as my desk. Anyway, let's move on to the liner portion of this look. We need a dark blue and a lighter blue. So of course I'm going to use my Sheen Cosmetics liners, and I have the shade Royal Blue and the shade Ocean Blue. And I also treated myself to some new brushes, which are these ones from Amazon, which you can't really see what I'm showing you with the lighting. These are super skinny, super long little nail art brushes. I always see people using them for much more precise liners, especially when you've got multiple colours next to one another. So we're going to try them today. Also, they're just like, they're super pretty. They're super, super pretty. I'm gonna take the first one and go into Royal Blue. This is weird because it's not adding as much water as my normal brushes usually would. So this is gonna take some getting used to find the right consistency. I am going to start by outlining the entire shape. Okay, it's a lot easier to do like one swoop. I don't think I'm going to manage for the rest of the eye, but it definitely feels a bit more continuous. I don't know, I never think I make sense. All right, let's see what happens here. All right, well, listen, it's not terrible. It's also not very good. I'm gonna have to get a lot closer to the mirror, so I'm just gonna neaten that up off camera and then we'll move on to the next one. Okay, well that was not as easy as I hoped it would be, but it's done the trick. Does it look particularly neat right now? No, it does not. So I'm gonna take another brush. This is the white one, it's slightly longer, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing with Ocean Blue. So I'm gonna kinda go around it. I don't know why kinda, I'm gonna go around it. So let's see how it goes with this one. Okay, so far so good on that. Okay, I definitely feel like I'm getting there. This is way better than the attempt I had the other day trying to do this with my normal brushes. I think I will be getting used to it eventually. And I said that and immediately went over some of that first blue. You know what, I'm taking this as a victory. This is definitely an improvement on my previous attempt, so I'm happy with that. Okay, so that just leaves me with one last layer of Royal Blue. So I'm gonna go back into my first brush and I want it to be an outline. Okay, well it's not great, but I like it a lot better than my first attempt. Yeah, I still haven't got the multiple lines of liner things down, but I will get there one day. But yeah, definitely better than my first attempt. Right, anyway, so to finish the look off, I'm going to start off with my LA Girl Shockwave Neon Eyeliner. This is Electric. I'm going to do my lips now as well. I'm going to take the shade Carefree from MUA. I did not mean to overline my lips that much. that was unexpected. That was not the plan here. It's a little bit too cool toned for me, so I'm also going to take the shade Tranquility, mix them in a little to warm it up. I've just realised that I forgot to highlight the inner corner and the brow bone, so let's do that right now. I'm just going to take my highlighter Reloaded from Revolution in Set the Tone. Just going to take that on a nice little brush. I feel like now I need some more here, just to try and reduce the size of that overlining. Yeah, that works. Alright, so that is it for the eyes. So I just need to do my lashes now. I'm just going to go and do that off camera, and then I'll come back to show you the finished look. Alright guys, here is the finished look. Let me know in the comments what you think of it. I just went ahead and added my gem as well as some fake freckles because I'm really enjoying them at the moment. And my lashes are of course my Ivy lashes from By Libby Beauty, because you guys know me, I do not wear anything else. But yeah, here is the finished look. I do like it, but I don't like the liner. And Dawn, that is nothing to do with your design, because I think your design looks so cool. It's just my execution of the liner. It's just not quite there. It looks so much better in my head, but I do still really like the look. I think it was a really fun one. Thank you so much for sending it in. If you guys don't follow me already on Instagram, make sure you follow me over there. It's also Auroreblogs, and again, it's always linked down in my description box. I do want to do this again at some point, so if you don't already follow me, make sure you give me a follow there. If you guys enjoyed this video, then do as always make sure to please give it a big thumbs up, leave me a comment and letting me know what you thought of it. And if you haven't already, then do please make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye guys!